Hello Libra, and welcome to your yearly Zodiac reading. This is for the year of 2020. Libra, diplomacy, kindness, and a strong need for harmony and balance are at the foundation of your personality. You have high moral ideals and would give the shirt off your back to even a stranger in need. But at the same time, you can be very self indulgent. Even though you understand that beauty is only skin deep, you're aesthetically oriented and often impressed by attractive superficial qualities. You have a strong need for partnership and a large social world, but you can be very codependent, and while you may appear to be very independent, you secretly love to be coddled and nurtured. Some may see you as entitled, but your powerful sense of fairness and justice offers the polar opposite view. You are an innovator and an idea person, but you sometimes stop there and rely on others to get your ideas off the ground. Still, your peaceful, loving ways and your endless charm makes you a favorite friend and a beloved family member. Now let's look at the love section for you, Libra. You are a hopeless romantic at heart, but sometimes your fantasy does not jive with the relationships you wind up involved in. Perhaps you have settled too quickly at times, being in love with the idea of love and romance and imagining a potential partner can eventually live up to your ideals. But it is better to take love more slowly to be sure you are well suited to your partner. When a relationship isn't working well for you, you sometimes go overboard in trying to be fair, often treating yourself unfairly in the process. This year your love life could go through some evolution, and while this learning experience could involve some growing pains, it will ultimately make you a better person, a better partner, and will help you find the balance you crave in a romantic relationship. Single Libras should be very cautious this year about not rushing into anything or proclaiming love at first sight. It can be hard to know if you are seeing someone in a true light when you are wearing those romantically rose colored glasses. Take it slow and steady if you meet someone who seems to have potential, and get to know them rather than adorning them with certain characteristics with your imagination. If you remain true to your standards, you can find a great love partner this year. If you are attached, be careful about the above mentioned tendency to be more of a giver and not enough of a taker. All relationships involve give and take, but the balance may have been off for you with your significant other recently. This may not have been intentional on the part of your lover. It may simply have come about because of the trend you started. Recognize that you also love to be nurtured and accept that from your mate. If you start to harmonize better in this way, your bond can reach great depths of passion this year. Now let's look at the family section. Uh, your warm hearted guidance and advice is something that family members often turn to and rely on. You can be counted on to deliver insightful, honest, and pointed help with everyone's problems, but sometimes your loved ones become too dependent on your help because it is given so generously and so freely. You love being needed, so there is that tendency again to do more than you should. Yes, it is easier to have someone else, namely you, solve a loved one's problems, but you can't do this each and every time. Reserve your involvement for those important times when someone is struggling and truly needs your help. There could be a very serious family matter concerning money or shared property this year. If you interviewed in this, you could serve as the voice of reason in what could be a very complicated and conflicted matter. Your even tone and sense of justice will prevail if there are arguments among family members. Do your best with this, but don't allow it to become stressful. A happy outcome for all is possible later in the year. You may find yourself torn between family members at holiday time, with everyone wanting you to share their company. Since you can be more than one place at the same time, why not consider inviting everyone to your place and start a new family tradition if that's not something you are already doing? If you are, it's time to remind your if you are, it's time to remind everyone of that. Now let's look at the career section of 2020 Libra. You have in the past had a lot of big dreams that you became passionate about, launched and then lost interest in. This year, your challenge will be to run with the project that has recently left the starting gate. You have many brilliant ideas, but sometimes your follow through is questionable because you tend to get distracted and lost in new ideas. So, this could be an excellent opportunity to work on that and see how well it could pay off. If you are committed to working it through to end, last year there may have been a promotion that was not received that you felt you earned, or some recognition that you thought you deserved that you did not receive. And the sting of that may still be there and may still hurt. This year, though, the reward for what you miss will come back will come back magnified, and you will see that your experience was worth the trouble and that the time you invested in this was not for nothing, since the payoff should be very rewarding. Don't lose sight this year of a goal you came up with last year, only to set it aside because of lack of time or lack of interest on the part of a potential partner. This year, even if you have to approach this goal differently, you will have many chances to tap into the resources, guidance, and assistance that you need to take this all the way. This can be a very productive year for you with your career or business. And if you start out by recognizing both your strengths and weaknesses as honestly as you can get to many significant achievements. Thank you for listening, Libra. I wish you a blessed and prosperous year ahead.